the best Monster High G3 accessory. Oh my god, let me put it in frame. I don't even know if it caught the beginning of that. But we got balloons. So yeah, this is Monster Ball Clawdeen's review. I'm going to get this over with first. I completely forgot which one's Clawdeen's card, and I'm too lazy to look it up and check because I already started recording. But one of these is Clawdeen's. Which, you know, fun times. And I'm going to stick it back in my drawer now and pretend that that didn't happen. But balloons. Literally the best accessory. You know, my videos, low quality, I pause a lot and I can't edit it out, but best accessory. Just a tad bit top heavy. I personally have them, I keep them tied with twist ties on the, like, lattice door from the catacombs. I'm not gonna pull it off because I might throw all of my dolls on the floor if I do that. But balloons. Also, I fixed my nails. Those of you who follow my Instagram know that they've been messed up for like a week. But the balloons, you know, very, very balloon. This is already 1 minute and 30 seconds into the video and I've just talked about balloons and dropped things. I'm still very disappointed about her donut rack. I personally feel like the donuts should be able to come off. At least one of them. Or even just all of them as like a chunk. But the more I think about it, if they did come off, it would be really hard to keep them on there because the pegs are, I think, shorter than the donuts. I think they literally are shorter than the donuts themselves. She also comes with a little donut on a plate. I am realizing rather abruptly that the bright teal for said plate feels a little out of place. They could have done that purple or done the donut rack teal to match. Oh, you can shove the donut plate on the edge. I thought it said something down there, but it's supposed to be grass because the donut display is a tombstone. Which I think is very cute. It's a little tombstone. I almost knocked over my metal dragon. She has a bag. A very lovely bag, might I add. You know, it's very simple, but I think it's very cute. So you got a spiked handle. Okay, goodbye. It's got like a spiked handle. Why do I suddenly feel like I didn't talk about Dracula's bag in her video? I did, but I feel like I didn't. The crescent moon is raised, which is nice. It kind of is a very nice, like, sensory feeling, honestly. And there goes her eyeshadow palette. I'm gonna try to open this without breaking my nails. Everyone cross their fingers. Not breaking my nails, ruining my nail polish. No, actually, I'm at risk of breaking my nail, too. Oh, I did it! Monster High accessories should be notorious for that. I am a little confused as her eyeshadow doesn't really match anything of her makeup. At all, I don't think. I mean, I don't really know how makeup works. But, like, it's like some white... Okay. It fell. It's like some white speckled thing, and then a mirror. I will say it's a little sad, because, like, on some old Monster High accessories, like, on Dracula's stuff, her mirror would have, like, her earrings and her makeup floating, because she's a vampire. I know that that's a Clawdeen accessory, but it would be cool to see that on some Dracula things. I may actually do a Fearedescent review right after this, just because I'm kind of filming this to get my mind off stuff. And if I do, I'll get to look at Dracula's Fearedescent's locker again, because I'm not in a hot minute, and I will film her first. And I want to see if her mirror has that. It says, I know it says slay all day, which is a little cringy, but I think cringe culture is dead, and I think it's a little silly, but I think it kind of fits with the G3 vibe, terrifyingly enough. You know, I love Monster High. There are some aspects of what it has come to that scare me a little. I'm going to talk about her after I talk about her box, but I do just want to say, she is my only G3 doll that I put on a stand. Her heels are too flimsy to really hold her, and I have that same issue with Iridescent Frankie. But I think Iridescent Frankie and Monster Ball Clawdeen are the only ones that I've not necessarily been able to balance on their own. Everyone else can stand on their own, and both of those dolls could stand on their own in different shoes. Like, I'm sure Iridescent Frankie would stand in their other pair. Again, just quickly talking about the box. I do really love the Monster Ball box style. I really hope they continue with creative boxes like these, because the Skulltimate dolls have the locker shelves, and then these have the, like, disco ball shape and all of the molded webs and stars. And I just think it adds a lot of character. Also, I will repeat, if I do get my hands on any of the upcoming collector dolls that I want, which is Holiday Clawdeen, Midnight Runway Spectra, and Vampire Heart Draculaura, if I manage to get my hands on any of those, I will film their reviews on my phone, because it won't have color issues and quality issues that I have on my laptop. Because when it comes to my laptop, I film these reviews for fun, but I feel like people may actually watch mine going over the collector dolls, and I also plan to edit those videos better. I may even re-download an editing app that I used for a bit and then had to delete for space. But again, if you buy these dolls and don't keep the boxes like I do, those little disco balls come out and are kind of similar to how people would collect the, why am I doing, like, the weird ASMR tappy thing? Oh, yeah, because I'm autistic and ADHD. I do the tappy thing on everything that I get my hands on. But I promise it's not me trying to be one of the aesthetic YouTubers. I just tap things naturally. But those are removable. Like, they're in there with one of the, like, plastic strips. You can see the little thing back there. I guess I damaged Clawdeen's box some. Oh, yeah, because she was the first of the 2 Monster Ball dolls I got, so I didn't know how to open them. That was out of sheer joy of how much I love this art. And because I felt something in my mouth, and I had to go quiet for a second to figure that out. Before my ADHD killed me. Yeah, she looks adorable here. I don't know what else to say, other than she can't actually hold the balloons like that. Unless maybe you, like, tie them to her hand. I have no idea. I love the balloons so much. Based off the layout of the plastic, I think she was holding them in the box, but I cannot remember. What does it say on the back? I don't think I read Draculaura's. Crescent Moon Clutch and Compact. Full Moon Donuts. Balloons. Oh my god. They're not called balloons, guys. They're called balloons. Hold on, I'm gonna grab Draculaura's box. Give me 1 second. I grabbed Draculaura's box to see what hers says. I may have read it in the last video, but balloons is too groundbreaking to miss out on anything else. Heartthrob Purse plus Lipstick, Chocolate Strawberries, Rose Bouquet. Okay, Rose Bouquet. It's not the best. 2 boo puns and for both of their accessories, because both of them, it's their monster photo prop. You're telling me you're bringing an entire thing of balloons as just, like, 1 photo prop? Man. That's a little sad. I would just carry the balloons everywhere for the entire day. Also, it's only saying chocolate strawberries as if she does not have an entire, chocolate fountain. Similarly, Clawdeen's. Oh, I know, Clawdeen says Full Moon Donuts, so she's accounting for I almost said the multiplication. She's doing multiplication. But, like, Draculaura, you come with 2 strawberries and an entire fountain. You think you would focus on the fountain, wouldn't you? Okay, now I'm actually gonna talk about the actual doll. Which, my first statement is that she's perfect. She's perfect. I did notice that maybe mine has a factory issue, but it may have been lighting. Okay, mine does have slightly wonky lipstick. That's not... I thought her eye was messed up, but that was just my lamp hitting her. Mine does have the slightly wonky lipstick, which I've seen is a problem with a lot of the Monster Ball dolls. Personally, I don't really care. I have always said that I like having wonky products because I know that a lot of people would not love wonky products, and it literally doesn't bother me at all. So, like, if there's 3 plushies and 1 plushie has a hole, oftentimes I'll take the one with the hole because I know it might get thrown out if I don't, and I know that it doesn't bother me. And so I will give that inanimate object love that someone else may not. It is things like that that make me wonder why it took so long for people to realize I had autism. But she is literally perfect in my opinion. I think she is the better, like, upgrade of, I believe it was Sweet 1600 Clawdeen that had the suit in G1. I can't remember 100% what she looks like. I really want that doll, but I do not have that doll. If I remember correctly, her pants only came down to like here. And it was just kind of very clashy patterns and didn't really look good 100% as a whole, in my opinion. I don't think she's a bad doll necessarily. There's just things that bother me about her. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do actually think she has the top bun, weirdly enough, too. But most importantly, so I'm not bothered by polypropylene as much as other people are, but I am realizing I do not prefer it. I would never go through the effort of rerouting a doll because that kind of went wrong when I made my William custom. Not that I wasn't good at it. Like, I enjoyed doing it, but I think I did it too thick, and I just don't know how to disperse it correctly in a way that looks right and doesn't use way too much doll hair. So that's a separate issue. But this is the first, I believe, G3 Clawdeen with Saran hair, and I do prefer it significantly. I do believe the upcoming Frankie, or no, they're already out. The Scared Ice Frankie, I believe, has Saran again, which is great because Frankie was dropped to poly for 3, maybe even 4 lines. And so it's really cool to see that they're back to Saran because their signature and Coffee Break doll, and one other that I just don't have, are Saran. And then both their Skulltimate dolls, maybe their third, I think their third is too, and their Creepover doll are all poly. All of Clawdeen's dolls have been poly, but I have heard that there are some more Clawdeen variants, which makes it to where I think there's 3 now. I don't know if it's a variant or if it's like the new permanent, but I'm assuming it's a variant because we already are supposed to be getting a new signature Clawdeen. But there is a Clawdeen variant that has has Saran on the on the signature doll. That I'm kind of disappointed about, but I think I've only seen that with her with the tiger stripe shirt, and I don't want the tiger stripe shirt. The tiger stripe shirt I think looks terrible. I guess since I already have the crescent moon, or the moon cycle shirt that she originally had, I don't have to worry because I would still have the crescent shirt, or the moon shirt, but I don't know, the tiger stripe just feels like it's feeding too much into her already intensely clashing patterns, which is probably why I like this Clawdeen so much more than a lot of the other ones, because there's not an issue with patterns. I think that's also why I prefer Iridescent Clawdeen, which is probably my other favorite Clawdeen. I like all of them so far. Signature probably the least. Iridescent just doesn't have a lot of clashing patterns. Really, my biggest issue with hers that I'll get to whenever I do my review. I hate her earrings, and I feel like they could have given us way better earrings because all of her earrings have been so good so far, except for Iridescence. They just don't sit right, and it's like a completely different shade of purple. I'm also annoyed that her headband is a weird shade of purple. There's just a lot of shades of purple, and purple's my favorite color, but I can't necessarily get all the shades of purple all in one item. Like, it's one thing to have, like, 3 different shades of purple next to each other because they're separate items, but it's all supposed to be in one cohesive doll, and it's just... it's a lot coming from that one doll, but she has more star patterns and less animal print, whereas all of the other Clawdeens have like 3 different types of animal print, and it's a lot. And I don't need that coming from her signature too. But that's probably why I love Monster Ball so much, because you just have the leopard print shirt, which does not catch in my lighting very well, and then the leopard print pants. And that's really it. There's no other leopard print on any of her, unless I like completely missed something, which would kind of be concerning. And I just think that's nice. I want them to lean into one animal print and then the starry stuff. I really like the starry stuff. I can't remember if that was ever really used on the original Clawdeen, the G1 Clawdeen, but I absolutely adore it for her. It's like, it's perfect. I love it so much, but I need to actually talk about her. So on top of her hair being saran, which is objectively better, even if you're like me and don't mind Polly a ton, it's this beautiful brown that I think is exact to pretty close, maybe a little lighter than G1, which I definitely prefer. I don't mind her actual hair color, her main hair color. I think it's very cute, but seeing her with the dark brown again is really nice. And I like the 2 shades of purple mixed in there, and the gold tinsel is just so pretty. I love her suit so much, and her little bow tie and her golden top. It is strapless, and it is sleeveless, and I think that's cute. She looks really cute without the coat on. Her sleeves are puffy at the top, and she has little moon buttons, which it's just the little details like that bring me a lot of joy. She's got that same moon pattern on her shoes that seems to pop up a few times in her design. I can't think of where else, but I mean, I'm looking at my dolls right now, and Wave 1 Skulltimate, I need to stop calling it Wave 1. I just call it Skulltimate, or I call them Skulltimate Secrets, Viridescent, and Neon Frights instead of Wave 1, 2, and 3. It bothers me because there were some people who would like show Wave 1 Skulltimate and be like, the old Skulltimate, and then show Viridescence and be like, the new one. It's like, Viridescence isn't a refurbish of Skulltimate. It's a sequel. Like, stop it. What are you talking about? But that little imagery is on her hat. Her heels are very high, which I think is part of why they don't stand very well. They're spiked at the back. They're open toe and got little moons on the side that you can't really see on camera because my camera quality sucks. Oh, and then the moons on the outside. Is that on both of them? Did I just completely not notice that when I showed the other side? Yeah, I did. Overall, I love her outfit so freaking much. Her earrings are perfect. She's got 2 little gems and then gold, and then the gold thing around the top. I don't really like the bun that she keeps having. I think this is like her 3rd doll with it. I think her sports doll had it too. I just don't have that doll, so I can't reference it. But I actually like it here. I think it's cute. I think it fits. I do think it looks a little weird in the artwork. That's probably the only complaint I have about the artwork. And I love how it's styled otherwise. Mine, her little half ponytail is pretty crooked, but you can't really see that, and even if you could, I'm not displaying the doll from behind. I don't think you can display Monster High dolls from behind because you just get this. I don't think that's very display worthy. She does have little pockets, and I'm actually going to pause the recording and show her without her jacket because I think it's really cute. I did not feel like sticking her hands back on because I'm literally going to put her jacket back on and put her back on display, but she looks really cute without the jacket. Actually, let me put her on the stand. Do it on camera. Trying to learn basic things that will improve my YouTube channel, even though no one watches it. It's still good to not keep taking things out of frame and then forgetting to put them back in frame. I think she looks adorable. Her skin color looks weirdly lightened because of the camera quality, but I do believe she has the identical skin tone to Clawdeen from G1. I don't know why my camera just decided, no. I guess that's on lighting and low quality camera, because she looks like significantly, I don't even know, she looks like her skin tone, but with like a white filter on it, like a grainy white film filter. She's still got her little tufts, obviously. I mean, it's the same head mold. Her face is literally perfect. Like, I love her layers of eyeshadow. It definitely gives very G1 vibes. I think it would have been cool if there was a little bit of shimmer in there, but then again, half the Monster High fandom would then promptly remove it, because apparently no one likes glitter, and I think they're objectively wrong, because I think it looks absolutely beautiful on all of the Iridescent dolls. Frankie is the only one that I think would look really good with black instead of the glitter, but that doesn't mean I think the glitter looks bad. I just think black would have been cool. But yeah, broke her neck. I love her. I'm gonna put her jacket back on to, I don't know, in the video. Hi, so I happened to check my phone while I was putting her jacket back on, and I went ahead and asked my Instagram story who watches my YouTube videos, or if anyone just like kind of pops over and likes them without watching them, because they always get a few likes, but I've always been under the impression no one watches them, because I know not even my girlfriend watches them, because they just don't have a lot of time. I happened to glance at my Draculaura video just like to see if that had continued or if that had stopped, because the Draculaura one is my most recent one. And for some reason, it has over 200 views and it only has 7 likes. So either someone clicked on it a lot of times, or a bunch of people clicked on it and watched it and didn't like it, which, to be fair, I used to do that. Like, 90% of the time I watched videos as a kid, I up until the age of like late 16, I didn't like videos. And I'm only 17. And I've only been 17 for like, I mean, it's December. I've been 17 for like, oh, it's not December. What the it's September. And my birthday was in May, so I've only been 17 for like 3-4 months, I think. So I've only been liking YouTube videos for like a year, or maybe a year and a half, and no, probably about a year. Well, maybe I started earlier than I thought. So it could totally be 222 different people watching it. Scarily enough, it could be 222 people watched it, and like 210 of those thought it was horrible and didn't like it for a reason. But so I'm actually going to film the next review on my phone, I think, because I can delete it immediately, and that should clear the space immediately. And I have only 70 out of 164. Is it 164? Oh, crap. Maybe it's not 164. I only have 70 gigabytes out of whatever I have filled. So it's 128. I have 58 left, and I would delete the video as soon as I was done with it. So maybe I think I'm going to film it on my phone, because I think someone's been watching them, and I don't know who. But if my last one, I'm assuming if my last one did actually get traction, I'm assuming it's because it was Monster Ball. So Iridescent and Monster Ball came out at the same time. So I'm gonna film Draculaura's review, and I'm gonna make it higher quality, because I don't know what's going on. But there's my extra end tangent, I guess. Oh, yeah, also someone or something, I don't know what, added timestamps to my I just realized I have her waving. Added timestamps to my Draculaura Monster Ball review. I didn't do that. I don't know how to do that. Doing that sounds fun, but I imagine you can't, like, I assume that's not auto-added, because it was like, intro, main doll dress, hair, final thoughts, I think it was. I didn't do that. Did someone else, or is that like an automatic YouTube thing? If your video gets like a certain amount of views, that's like a really low number, but still like a noticeable number, does it automatic? Like, someone explain. I asked my Instagram story, someone explained, but most people don't respond to my Instagram story, so I don't know if I'm actually going to get an explanation. But if this video does somehow get attention, my Instagram's Demon Cat Boo, and I draw. I'm an artist. I plan to do art stuff here too. But, yeah, she might be my favorite Clawdeen. I love her. I'm a little confused about the YouTube algorithm as of this present moment now, because I don't know how my video even got like 200 views. That's not a lot, especially because it's only 7 likes. But I'm confused how that happened. It's not a lot, but it's like significantly more than I've gotten on any of my other doll reviews. So I want to understand what happened there. But, oh my god, I broke her neck. But Clawdeen, I love her. And now I'm going to do Iridescent Drac, I guess. Because I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to go with it. Cool.